Hey guys, it's Swerve here. I just wanted to make a new updated tutorial on uploading an avatar because there's a new version of Unity out for Vrchat, so there's some new stuff you have to do, and I just wanted to remake my first one so that I could eliminate any confusion going forward. So we're going to start off like we did in my last video. You're going to download Unity right here. You need to click on this, and you need to scroll down to 2017.4.15 F1. You need to download this version, and then you need to download the SDK right here. Also recommend downloading the cubed Unity shaders right here. The link will be in the description. Download this as a zip. You're gonna need WinRAR or some kind of zip file opener to extract this from here. Alright, as soon as that finishes downloading, go ahead and open it up, and you're just going to drag this file somewhere on your desktop. I already have it on my desktop, so I'm just going to not do that. Alright, you're also going to want to move your Unity that you downloaded and the SDK on your desktop somewhere that you have easy access to them. Next, you're going to find a model that you want to upload. I recommend going to VRC mods because all these models will be already set up to be imported directly into Unity, and they're the most easy to use, and you really can't mess these up. I'm going to use this model for this example, so just download whatever model you want, and you're going to take the model that you downloaded and also drag that onto your desktop like so. Alright, so now you have your VRC SDK, you have your new version of Unity, Cubes Unity shaders, and the model you want to use. Dynamic bones are optional. Most models will come with the dynamic bones package already imported, but you can download the dynamic bones package if you want. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the VRC SDK, and we're going to create a new project. We're going to call this YouTube tutorial, and you're just going to hit create project. Alright, and as soon as you get this VRC SDK splash screen, that means that it's been fully imported. So the next thing we're going to do is just kind of drag this over out of the way. You're going to grab your Unity shaders and drag them down here into this folder area. Alright, once that's imported, now we're going to go ahead and import your model. So do the same thing just like the shaders. Make sure you click import. Alright, and once that's imported, it should come in a little file like this. We're going to open it up, and we are going to drag the model into the scene like this. Alright, so if your model is like as tall as the sun, that means that it is way too big, so we need to scale this down to like, not that small will do. Let's see how tall. About there, maybe. That's probably about a better height. Alright, first thing we're going to do is add a VRC avatar descriptor. You can see this camera right here appears. This camera I find is usually at about 6 feet tall, so you can kind of go off that. So this avatar is probably a little bit too short, so I'm going to scale him back up just a little bit. So it looks like a good height for him. Now, in order to position this camera, you need to use these three coordinates right here. And this is relatively important because you want it to be accurate and as close to the face as you can get it. So I'm going to do about right there. Looks good. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and set up the visemes for the talking. So you're going to do viseme blend shape, and you're going to select the body. And now you're going to have to go through and match up these sounds with whatever the viseme is labeled right here. So SIL will be vrc.v_SIL. So you're just going to match all these up. Alright, once you have all the visemes set up, you're going to want to see if your avatar came with any custom animations. It will look, the animations will look like they have a little play button and they'll be labeled like maybe smile or something like that. Usually they're emotions. It doesn't look like this one came with any, so I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate how to make one if you don't have any already. So first you're going to select your avatar, press Ctrl D to duplicate him, hide the original one. You're going to select the duplicated one. If you don't have the animation tab right there, you're going to go to Window and you're going to grab animation right there. Alright, so we're going to create an animation. We'll do like a smiley face or something. So you're going to do add property, body, skin mesh render. These are going to be all the shape keys that the face has imported. So a smile, we'd probably use, here we go, we got smile right here. So you're going to delete this shape key over here. This is how I like to do it. Set this one to 100. And then you're going to click on this shape key, Control C, move this over just one keyframe, and then Control V right there. And there you can see he's got a little smile. And as long as this animation is active, he'll be smiling. So that's basically as simple as an animation can get. You can go in here and mess with all these different shape keys. You don't even have to set this at 100 if you want them to do like maybe a smirk, like less of a smile. You can set it at like 50, like that. Just make sure that both of these are the same or it won't work. These both have to be the same number. So there, I think that smile looks a little bit better. The other one kind of looks like a Joker smile, so we're going to leave it like that. So now you can go ahead and hide that one, get your regular one back. You always want to do that in a duplicated avatar because the animation could mess up your avatar and you don't want him to be stuck like that. So now we need to get the animation override from the VRC SDK. So you're going to go to VRC SDK, examples, sample assets, and you're going to go to animation, custom overrides right here. It looks like this. Drag that up into your assets folder. So now I have it right here. I'm going to put it into my characters folder. I'm going to click on it right here, and then you're going to drag your animation into whichever one you want it to be overriding. So your hand animations, like your F keys, are going to be finger point, fist, handgun, should be hand open, rock and roll, thumbs up, victory, and I think that's it. So put it under one of those. I'm going to put it under rock and roll because I don't use that one often. And now we're going to select on your avatar, and you're going to drag this custom animation override under custom standing and sitting animations. Make sure if your avatar is a female that you change this to female animation set. And that should be set up now. You should be ready to upload. I'm just going to go over a couple more things for people that might be having some problems. If you have no materials on your avatar, you need to click on select here. You need to go to materials and you need to use external materials. Also, if your avatar has too many polys, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to override that in the VRC SDK. So what you're going to do to override the poly limit is right click on your assets folder, click on show and explore, go to assets, VRC SDK, dependencies, Vrchat. Okay, you're going to go to scripts, and then you're going to go to the avatar performance right here, right click, edit. You're going to do Control F and type in 70,000, and then you are going to change that to maybe whatever you want. I'm going to put 100,000, and now you need to do file, save as, and just save that. Yes, you want to replace it. Close out of that. Close out of that. Now you need to restart your file if that VRC SDK splash screen doesn't show up, because sometimes it doesn't reload that you made a change to the file, so it won't update that the limit has been changed. So you just need to reopen your project if that happens. Now we should be all set to upload this into the game. It automatically set his shaders to cubes, Unity shaders. If it didn't, you just need to go into here and go into cubed paradox and set them to flatlit tune. And he looks good, his height's good. We got custom animations set up. We have his Viseme set up for lip sync. Eye tracking should be set up by default, so we can now go to VRC SDK and we can show build control panel. Hopefully we'll get no errors. And looks like we have overall performance good. We're only at 13,000 polys. And this is pretty irrelevant, so you can just spam whatever you want there. Alright, once it's done building, you're gonna close out of that screen, close out of this screen. If you want to change this image, you just go back to scene right here, click on the camera, move that up, position that wherever you want. We can just do his like whole face here. Name him whatever you want. I'll name this test. Actually, I already have an avatar named test, so we'll name this test number 2. Don't worry about any of this stuff. Leave it on private unless you want people to be able to clone it in game. And you're just gonna hit this checkbox and click on upload. This is gonna take about 5 minutes. Alright, now that that's finished up, I'm gonna go ahead and launch into Vrchat to show you that this worked. Alright, here I am launched in the game. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the avatar I just uploaded. It's right here under personal test 2. Gonna change into it. Alright, and here's the avatar right here. You can see it's kind of got some weird clipping going on. That's not a problem with Unity, that's a problem with the model itself. That would have to be fixed in Blender, but this would only happen on this model. The rig is not set up well. I'm assuming this model is usually just used for taking the head and putting it on a different body, because this is a really bad body. But anyway, we can go ahead and see the custom animation I set up here. There it is right there. You can see turn it off. Smiles when you do that. And there's the Visemes. You can see his eyes move. Fingers work. Alright. Thanks for watching. Hope this helped you guys out. The next tutorial, I'm probably going to be using a different model. But we're going to be going over how to set dynamic bones up and how to do more in-depth custom animations, like maybe making a gun appear, playing a song, stuff like that. So look out for that next video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Stay swervy, bro. I don't know. Maybe that'll be my outro. Dab on 'em.